What's going on, everyone? We're back with a brand new video. Hope everyone has been well. So I'm going to go ahead and leap right into today's video. So, those of you who follow the NBA know about the recent trade in which between the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets, where the Heat got Scary Terry Rozier, and the Hornets got Kyle Lowry and a first round pick. Now, the latest news once the trade came out, there was speculation that the Hornets were going to waive Kyle Lowry or whatever, or let me back up. They said they were going, initially, they said they were going to look to hold on to him. But you know how these things go when they acquire these veterans that are somewhat unperforming under large contracts that, maybe if they can't flip him into another pick, then they're just going to waive him and cut their losses. So in the event that happens, and there's a possibility that it is, obviously there's speculation on who he might go to. The usual suspects, any of the contending teams that need a point guard. It seems that so many teams seem to need in this league. But anyway, one of the teams that anytime there's a good player allegedly available, that they want to make available, that they think should be available, because you know who always needs more help, is the Los Angeles Lakers. However, one former NBA player offers a word of caution to Kyle Lowry should he get bought out. I said waived earlier, I meant bought out. If he gets bought out of his deal and enters into unrestricted free agent, one team he should avoid signing with, and that is in fact the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this is taken from an article from Lakers Daily written by Mike Battalingo. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm not going to read the whole, and I have the link to the article if you want to check it out in its entirety and check out what he had to say in its entirety. But here are a few excerpts. Now, Kyle Lowry may be of interest to the Los Angeles Lakers, but one former NBA player said that Lowry should not have an interest in them because they will make him the fall guy if it goes wrong. And then it's got a tweet from Evan Turner, which I will read. Kyle, do not go to the Lakers. They are trying to make you the fall guy. Think about your legacy. Okay, I'm going to just leave that there. Like I said, you can go and check out the rest of the article if you so choose to. And here is my take on what Mr. Turner had to say. He is absolutely right. Because as we know, and we've seen it, the wick turned up on this blame game even more so since LeBron has arrived on the Lakers. We've seen it with first. Let's take it through. So first it was Luke Walton's fault, so they had to get rid of him. Then it was Frank Vogel with a dash of Kyle Kuzma mixed in, but they won a title, so that went away until the year after. Then it was his fault, so they had to fire him. So they brought in Darvin Ham. Then it was his fault. Well, let me back up. Then it was Russell Westbrook and Darvin Ham. So it was all their fault, particularly Russell Westbrook, and we saw the unprecedented levels of disrespect that he got. And I've never seen a Hall of Fame player, a player of his caliber, disrespected nearly on a 24/7 news cycle as Russell Westbrook was when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. And if anyone doubts that there is an agenda to completely abscond LeBron James from any blame, just look at that particular situation, how Russell Westbrook was treated. And before some of you jump in. I'm going to go ahead and say now, in some ways, particularly his first couple months with the team, he didn't help himself with the way he played. I am not trying to sugarcoat it or say it at all. Particularly the first few months, he absolutely stunk. But even once he started to round into shape and play better, they still found a way to insult, ridicule, mock him, blame him. Even to the point by people were saying, some of the media and the sycophants were saying he shouldn't even be in the NBA anymore, which is crazy. And so now Darvin Ham, it's all Darvin Ham's fault. Oh, did I mention Anthony Davis? Because he got some blame too. It was all his fault. We need to fire him, which means they could potentially be on their fourth or fifth if they do an interim to a permanent hire in the 6 seasons that he's been there. And so he's right. So if he does go there, and if anything does go wrong, they're going to blame him because they're not. We know, excuse me. We know they're not going to blame LeBron James. Anthony Davis has played so well. It's hard to even blame him because whether you want to admit it, he's been their best player. So you can't really say, it's on AD. So obviously it's going to continue to be Darvin Ham, but then it's going to be Kyle Lowry. They lose, they're going to see, which is crazy because how many times have you ever seen a player that a team potential, and this is all hypothetical, but a team or a player that was picked up on the buyout market, any potential ills that team goes through is totally laid on the shoulder of that player, and that's exactly what will happen, and we know that's what will happen. There's a track record of it happening. We can go back as it relates to LeBron. We can go from the first run in Cleveland all the way up to the present day, and you can blame. It's always someone else's fault, and a lot of people finally starting to wake up to that and see what it is. So it's that narrative is slowly but surely shattering. But I'm going to be honest because I don't want to belabor this point too long. But Evan Turner is absolutely right, and that's exactly what would happen. And Zach LaVine, if you ever see this, that's why you shouldn't go to the Lakers. You think you're getting a little bit of flack from Bulls fans? Man, please. You go to the Lakers if you want to, and they're going to park you right in the corner, and then when you don't play well and the team loses, it's going to be your fault. Not anyone else's, but your fault. But hey, if that's what you want, you go right ahead. If it's true that the Lakers say that the interest is not there, trust me, Zach, they are doing you a huge, huge favor. But yeah, Evan Turner is right. Hopefully that will go into his thinking because you saw it a couple years ago that a lot of the big time free agents did not want to go to the Lakers for that reason. That and the fact that their games they're playing with LeBron will have a deleterious effect on your game if you are a player of note. Not only that, but when it inevitably fails, you're going to get the blame. And so other players, that's why, Kawhi, PG, KD, all these guys said, I'm good. So we'll see what happens. If and all of this is in the realm of the hypothetical. One, should Charlotte decide to buy him out? Let me back up. One, should they not be able to find a suitable trade that they would want for Lowry? Two, they have to buy him out. Three, there would have to be interest from Lowry and the Lakers and a mutual interest. And then four, there may have to be some other roster moves for them to add him. So there is a lot of things that would have to happen for this to become a reality. But obviously, if this being floated out there, then it is something to consider should that happen. But yeah, if like I said, Evan Turner's right, and it would be we already know what it is. So I just wanted to get on and do this and make this video real quick before I got on to something else. But let me know what you think about what I had to say. What do you think that would in fact happen with Kyle Lowry all of a sudden be the new whipping boy if he went to the Lakers and the team continued on their path to mediocrity and into the realm of failure? But let me know what you think. As always, thank you for spending a few moments with us. We'll be back with more videos real soon. Take care, and tell the ones that you love them. Peace.